Wanted to pivot now to some state news in California here. California lawmakers are proposing a new bill creating an Ebony Alert. It's a system to specifically notify the public when a Black woman or a Black child goes missing. State Senator Stephen Bradford introducing the legislation last week, citing the overrepresentation and underreporting of missing Black children and young women in California. California has an Amber Alert for missing children and a Silver Alert for missing elderly people. With us now, Whitley Yates is a member of Project 21 political activist. Jason Nichols is a Democratic political analyst, and also weighing in for the segment, Deneen Borelli, Newsmax contributor. So welcome everyone, and thanks for coming on. Whitney, if I could start with you, get your thoughts on it. Is there any chance this bill could gain some bipartisan support?
I don't think it's going to gain bipartisan support. And I'm going to be honest, I think that this is just a Band-Aid issue to a larger issue, which is unsecure borders. The truth of the matter is, if Black women and Black children are overrepresented in sex trafficking and are going missing, a lot of that has to do with the fact that they are being smuggled and taken across the border. And so anytime that anyone goes missing, I think that there should be an alert system that goes out, but I don't think we need like a separate but equal alert system to specifically focus on Black youth. I think what we need to do is get down to the root of the problem and address that.
Okay. And just wanted to share some statistics here with our viewers. According to the Black and Missing Foundation, 38% of children reported missing in the U.S. are Black. The U.S. population about 14%. A recent report on human trafficking incidents across the country also found that 40% of sex trafficking victims were identified as Black women. So clearly, in an effort to get these numbers down, Jason, your thoughts on this proposed solution from the California state lawmaker?
Well, I think in a perfect world, perhaps we wouldn't need something like this. We would, the Amber Alert would work. The problem is certainly not, has nothing to do with borders. What it has to do with oftentimes is that when Black children go missing, they're normally listed as runaways rather than as missing people. And a lot of times that loses a lot of time for police investigation. The other thing that we know is that many of us, we know names going back to JonBenet Ramsey, Elizabeth Smart, Chandra Levy, Amanda Berry. We know these names, Gabby Petito, but we don't know the Relisha Rudds of the world. And I think that this lawmaker felt that in order to get that out there and to get Black women and children to get the attention that they need, perhaps we need a new system. And, you know, the Urban Institute did a study that found that traffickers believed that they would get less time in jail if they trafficked Black women and children rather than trafficking white women and children. And so I think that there's a systemic change that needs to happen. Hopefully this will push it forward, and we'll see that Black women and girls get the protection and the institutional help that they need to keep them safe.
All right, just got about 30 seconds left in this segment. We'll give the final word to Deneen.
Well, I'm really not sure how this comes down to a race issue. A person is missing, they should be reported missing, and the proper channels should take place in order to find these individuals. So I can't see how this should be a thing about Black, white, or whatever versus what the process is already out there, which is the Amber Alert and the Silver Alert.
All right, we'll have to leave it right there. Again, as we know so well, every state has a different approach to state laws. Whitney Yates and Jason Nichols and Deneen Borelli, thank you all. Appreciate it very much.